the Black Friday Smackdown review. So, since finally I can get prime time on a Smackdown review.
Yeah, you tricked me into it with a nine stop.
Yeah, I kind of probably did, but I can finally get him on a Smackdown review, and this time we are dealing with building up to TLC. So, and actually, Raw put on a decent show this past on the Monday before Thanksgiving. So I give him credit for that. But then I would see how SmackDown was going to follow up also, and SmackDown comes out and Roman Reigns comes out there chewing out Jey Uso like that's his son.
But I don't know how I feel about Roman Reigns sunning people like this.
I love it, man. I love it.
It's just weird. It still feels weird to me.
I mean, you got to get used to it because...
I know.
Oh, and by the way, I know you guys are hearing this audio because usually I do the visual review for SmackDown, stuff like that, but everybody's still on vacation and everything like that, so I said we're going to just knock everything out audio this time. And Roman, he said, why do you think Team SmackDown lost as far as series? He said, because they didn't listen to him. And he said they didn't listen to him because they don't respect him. Oh, and if they don't respect him, they don't respect Roman or the family.
Oh my
and then he says, look, if you're letting the family down, you a failure. And then he just walked off from Jey Uso.
I'm so sorry. I'm having a hard time taking Roman Reigns seriously. A very hard time.
How you feel about Tribal Chief Roman Reigns right now?
I gotta get used to it. It just don't seem like... It seemed like at any time he about to say, "I'm just playing."
Exactly. It seems so inauthentic. Like he just been to come around the corner and be like, "Psych," like, come on, man. I feel like because they waited too long to pull the trigger on it, and then the Tribal Chief thing in and of itself, it gives me Samoan caricature sometimes, like something about it.
No, just real quick, yeah. I might as well bring this up since we talk about some more things. Real quick.
Oh, Jesus.
The Raw has a TV show coming out.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if we're going to mention that. But, like, the characters that he has in his show is when he's younger. He has Andre the Giant, Junkyard Dog, his dad, Alpha and Sika, the Iron Sheik. Like, all these people are supposed to be playing these people.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that up because this is weird to me.
Bro, the dude he got to play his pop. Look, I don't know what kind of sorcery. He looked just like Rocky Johnson.
Him and the Junkyard Dog.
Yeah. Junkyard Dog looks pretty accurate too. So does Iron Sheik. I like Iron Sheik.
I was just like, why not just get Big Show in the wig to play Andre since he's like 7 feet tall already?
No.
But I guess they had to do a regular guy.
Because we seen the Big Show and they said no.
Big Show cannot act.
I mean, I've seen worse actors like, Primetime Boy in Thunder in Paradise.
Who?
You wanna know who's in Thunder in Paradise?
No, who that?
I don't want to say it.
Tell her, Brian, who's in Thunder in Paradise.
Thunder. Nah, I'm good.
The clanging and the banging. Hogan himself.
It's the Thunder Lips himself.
I wish y'all could see my face right now.
So, after the break, Otis starts coming down to the ring, and Jay looking like, y'all, no, it ain't gonna be none of that. So, Otis is coming out to take on King Corbin. So, actually, Jey Uso saved us because he starts smacking Otis with a chair and starts beating him up with a chair. So, we ain't gotta see that match, thank God.
Well, look at the Lord.
So, he comes in and starts beating him up. So, then we are coming, and then now we are going to be going into our next match because I didn't see the backstage stuff. Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler taking on the Street Profits because there's no other teams on SmackDown.
So
I'm listening.
This man was over. He was an NXT World Champion and was over. And now people barely know he's on the show.
Yes. That is true. And like I said, and I'm with you on that one because Robert Roode in 2017 actually was killing it.
And his whole TNA run. This man was like just
Beard Money was better than this.
I'm telling you.
Of course.
I truly think it's going to be a section in Vince's obituary that says it was his personal mission to crush NXT talent's dreams. Gotta be.
Probably.
Gotta be.
Unless your name was Mark.
The ones that were not famous before they got there.
You're right. So,
just like the people that they had to build up, like Roman and Bruce and Seth and all them, they kind of get the good treatment. But the ones that's like that made it big in NXT and then they was real big in the '80s, like Ricochet. Yeah, they not.
If you're not a homegrown talent, he could give two fucks about you.
Yeah. If they cheer for you when you in the crowd in the NXT, you ain't getting nowhere. When you was when they show them in the crowd, they used to. You ain't getting nowhere.
At all. Montez hits the frog splash on Bobby Roode, but Ziggler breaks it up. Hits the super kick on Dawkins, and but Montez hits an Isseguri on Ziggler, and then out of nowhere, Roode rolls them up, and they steal the win. So Roode and Ziggler get the win over the Street Profits. Looks like they're going to be next in line for a tag team title match, title shot.
They couldn't even do the glorious DDT on them.
No, we ain't getting that. Daniel Bryan is backstage. He talks about his match coming up with Sami Zayn, and talks about how James has a little devil on his shoulder. So that was decent. Then we got the Mysterio family. You know what I can't get used to? This Mysterio family with Murphy.
You know what I can't get used to?
Go ahead.
Rey Mysterio let his 19-year-old daughter just make out with a 35-year-old dude.
Multiple times. Like, it wasn't a one-time thing.
Hold on. I only seen it once. What was the other time y'all seen it? I only seen it once.
Every time they're on TV together.
They are not making it every time. I watched SmackDown.
They did it that one time in the ring, and then after that, it was like a backstage promo. So I don't know if they do it on WWE.com or on the exclusive videos. I don't know.
Listen, I'll tell you what I'm not finna get used to. WWE taking a picture of them standing at the top of the ramp talking about La Familia with Murphy in the middle. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Okay?
They ain't do that.
We all know La Familia was some Chavito.
Listen.
With Murphy.
Oh, you don't like that one either? With Bam Neely?
Yeah, Bam. No, yeah, you're right. I can't do this. So, they talk about something. Is the rivalry with Seth Rollins finally over? I'm like, if I stop talking about it, yeah. But when they bring it up, he's like, yeah, we're fine. I got my family here. As he's looking at Murphy, I'm like, are you serious? This just happened.
They're married now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, it bothers me. Corbin comes up and talks about, you mean after one measly win, say that something's over. So he basically eggs them on, and Murphy's getting mad. So Leah has to hold him back, like don't engage into him. Kind of BS.
90 pounds is gonna hold back Murphy.
Yeah, no problem.
Who asked for this? Still trying to figure that out.
No one did. But
who said you can have a job? My daughter and my wife can have a job here. Like the son, he wrestles, so it's understandable. But literally, they hired the daughter and the mom for what?
So they can all travel.
So they don't have to sit in the hotel room in quarantine for no reason. I guess I don't know.
Or they probably want to make sure they treat Dominic right.
And why is every time the mom on there, she got to be labeled as a not the child of Rey Mysterio's mom? Not his child is not his child.
Are we still doing that Dominic storyline right now?
No, remember they was stuff trying to say that Aaliyah wasn't Mysterio's?
Oh yeah.
Like, why do we have to do this every?
Why do we have to do this?
Yes.
Jesus
it's okay. It's okay. Mysterio got kids taller than he do.
It's okay, and it's also okay for his wife not to be on there with the "woe is me" act all the time too. That's also fine.
Daniel Bryan takes on Sami Zayn in the best match of the night of Sami Zayn, because they're always good in there. They always have good chemistry. Daniel Bryan gets a Blue Thunder bomb by Sami Zayn, kicks out, fights back, dives through the ropes, and attacks Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's like, screw this, runs up the ramp to try to get away from Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan runs back there and try to get Sami Zayn. Then you see Sami Zayn run back down the ramp and go in, and then beat the 10 count and gets counted, and then Daniel Bryan gets counted out. So Sami Zayn tricked Daniel Bryan and retained his Intercontinental Championship. However,
weird question.
Yeah.
Didn't we see this at WrestleMania this year?
with Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn?
I could have sworn we did.
Yeah, we did. It was only one time though.
Alright, fine.
Look, bro.
Sorry.
First, I understand. I understand. So we see this in the depth. We only seen this match one time this year.
Yes,
one time.
So why not give us like a legit feud?
You saying between Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn?
Yeah, because isn't Daniel Bryan feuding with Roman?
Yeah, it was only a blowaway match because the purpose of this was to show how sneaky Sami Zayn is, and that's where we get our Big E segment backstage. And Big E was in there and talk about some, basically how Sami Zayn be doing all the running and getting out of this, out of everything. And Sami Zayn basically said, "Look, it's just sour grapes, coming from you." And even though this happened later on in the night, but I'm combining it all together. And then he said, "But you know what? You got all these things where you getting counted out from DB or you getting the vertigo with Bobby Lashley." He said, you build your foundation off a house of cards. All it takes a little flick, and your house comes tumbling down. And then
is that supposed to be a Kevin Spacey reference or something?
It could be. Say he's disappointed in Big E because he said the last time you had a Intercontinental Championship run, it was many moons ago. So he said
it was.
He said, "You know what? You're right." So he says because he gives him a handshake, but Big E squeezes his hand for 10 seconds, gives a reference to his 5 count, and then
he should have said 3 ain't enough. I need 5. So he should have said.
And he walks off and says, "I'm so proud of you," Sammy, sarcastically. So obviously we're going to get a feud between Big E and Sami Zayn. I think Sammy has no problem dropping the belt to Big E.
Thank you, Daniel Bryan. He's
that's right.
the
Yeah.
one who's pushing him.
So
I
go ahead. What you say?
I'm gonna say I like Daniel Bryan's realm where he was putting everybody over. I think he should keep doing that.
I mean, he did. He put Sammy. He put.
You know what I'm saying? I like that he's doing it. I think he should keep it up.
Yeah, but I say Daniel Bryan don't need to. He's
in the elder statesman.
I'm about to say Daniel Bryan gonna probably put Roman over at Royal Rumble because Kevin Owens is clearly next for TLC.
We don't need Roman's already over. I'm talking about other people.
Okay, yeah. Well, fair. Natalya taking over Bianca Belair with Bayley at the commentary table, and I'm
soured on Natalya right now.
You can kind of what?
Soured on Natalya right now.
Oh, it took you this long? Okay, so
no, it didn't take this long. But like, have you seen her YouTube channel?
No, I don't watch Natalya's YouTube channel.
Is it just cat?
Just it's not. It's her and her sister basically.
Oh god.
It's her and her sister basically being thirsty. Not being thirsty, but making people thirsty for 30 minutes or whatever. Like,
so basically, her sister's on there trying to turn on the public.
Fans?
You said what?
She said she got a free OnlyFans?
It's basically what it is, basically.
I was joking.
I'm so serious.
Look, I know her sister be thirsty, but
she do, because she was thirsty for Big E on the reality show. My God.
Oh, I mean, she probably wanted Big E.
But the tie need to go back over to the Texas Kid cabinet.
Yeah, like where, like
this man, he be in the room and he don't say nothing. I be like, oh, I can't.
He said, I can't say this.
He like, listen, I'm not leaving, so it's cool. Y'all do what you gonna do.
Bianca Belair, the Tiger's not to the outside, and Bianca Bailey's in Bianca Belair's face, and then the Tiger tries to go for a punch. Bianca ducks, almost hits Bailey, but then Bianca throws a punch and does hit Bailey after the Tiger ducks. They go back into the ring. Bailey about to come in the ring. Bianca throws the Tiger into Bailey, knocks her off, and hits the Tiger with a roll up. I was like, why'd I hit her with the KOD? But no, hits her with a roll up. And
people can't get over using their finishers.
Yes, because Vince loves a good roll up. And so we're obviously, we're setting up the feud for Bianca Belair and Bailey. So Bailey's a good person, a good feud for Bianca Belair to, test herself with to help build her up to get her ready for that championship picture. King Corbin taking on Murphy with the Mysterio. Like, I don't like Murphy coming out with the Mysterio family. I don't like Murphy and the Mysterio family.
It's very much giving me Austin Theory with Zelina and them. Why? Why was that a thing?
But you know what? The thing was, like, okay, I don't mind stables, and I say you had to be the same color in all the stables. But what I'm saying is, this as the family, no, thank you.
No, La Familia.
Yeah, you're all right. To this match, how it breaks down. We have Murphy hits like a knee on Corbin. So Corbin's by the ropes. His leg is on the rope, but Dominic pushes his leg off the ropes as Murphy gets the win here. And Corbin is obviously pissed. I'm like, so we gonna feud with Corbin now? So
he need to get over somebody. So yeah.
Yeah. So Carmella is Carmella is cutting a promo backstage, saying that she's done doing what the fans want. She had the championship before, and she did it best her way. They were trying to give the fans what they want. She was a nobody, and unfortunately that is the case. But now she's going to do what Carmella was, and she want to go snap her fingers. Her ambiance or her lights didn't come on. But I like when you see this hand come out with the champagne glass, and she turns to the camera and says "boss" on there, and it's like, oh, it's Sasha, and she splashes the drink in her face and starts beating down Carmella. Puts her in the bank statement in the backstage. I thought it was a decent beatdown and very creative how they did that. Then we get to the main event. Time to put respect on this joint. Jey Uso, I'm gonna get him. That's what the shirt said.
I can't.
I'm gonna get him.
I hate it.
Going up against Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens obviously looks like he's gonna be next in line to be challenging for Roman Reigns' championship. Jey Uso, I mean, the match is actually pretty decent because Jey Uso's been doing good so far.
How do you feel about KO?
I like KO. I was always a fan of KO.
His face run.
Say what?
His face run.
I like KO on his face run, especially after seeing him on NXT. Yeah.
I don't.
You don't have to be part of something. Yeah. So you don't like the face run?
I don't know. It just, of course, it's not the same KO, but like his wrestling don't even feel the same.
I mean, okay, I agree with you. It depends because sometimes he be taking them pointless frog splashes off the apron onto be on the floor, and I don't think it's the face of territory that's bothering you. I think it's the stunner that's bothering you.
Probably, I was just about to say that.
It's that stunner
because KO.
I just missed the pop-up powerbomb. I admit it.
I agree. I missed the pop-up powerbomb too. I missed those. The double underhook, neck breaker, which he did bring back and stuff like that. But I love the pop-up powerbomb, but it's the way he does the stunner. Like he don't get the leg up like Austin do, and then he just like turns around and finds the head. Austin would kick and do that jump, reach back, and bring it down with it. Owens ain't doing that, and I'm like, and then I don't think when people, when he is hitting the stunner, people ain't selling it right, and Jey Uso ain't sell the stunner right. I'm not saying we all got to pop up like The Rock did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you say he got to do the JTG Cobra sell?
No, we ain't got to do that. We don't have to do that, but we got to do something else better. But Jey Uso like, nah, and even about it, he brings a chair and gets up disqualified, and so he's about showing off just because of Roman Reigns. Roman's just watching casually backstage. He clears off the table to try to get the splash to Owens. Owens ain't having it. He beats down Jey Uso, fights him off, and then hits him to the table, throws him over the table, takes a chair of his own, and talks to the camera like, you know what? I don't fear nobody. I don't fear you, Roman, at all. Roman's basically is like, I don't give a fuck.
Y'all are killing me with this. You know who Roman's supposed to be? Jay-Z and State Property. You think I need a haircut?
Yeah. He don't care about him beating up Jey Uso, but then this what pisses off Roman. After he goes in the ring and gives Jey Uso another stunner, he goes he brings a chair around and sits at the head of the table at the SmackDown announce table. Now Roman's back there pissed. Damn, beating up my family. You sit at the head of the table.
That's not his family, bro. That's his son.
Yeah. So you sat at the head of the table. He's pissed. So you can see with the back, it's like, you don't sit at the head. Okay, so like I said, I like Kevin Owens when he shows aggression. And like I said, I don't mind face Kevin Owens neither. I just am not feeling the stunner.
The stunner seems lazy to me.
Yeah, the pop-up powerbomb was perfect.
I'm wondering, like, did he stop doing the powerbomb because it was too much on his body?
No,
the stunner isn't?
The stunner is more on your body than a power bomb is.
I'm confused.
See,
I don't know.
If he was doing the jackknife, like, first of all, he still does power bomb. He does it as a setup move though.
Okay.
But
no, he does the sit down power bomb. It's way worse.
Yeah, but like if you're doing the Batista bomb or you're doing the jackknife like Kevin Nash used to do, yeah, that works on your abs and your back and your shoulders and all that stuff. When it comes to the power bomb, they doing most of the work.
They gotta elevate themselves.
No, what we did not need. Listen, I understand the legacy of the stunner, but I didn't need KO to do it.
It's kind of like when I see Montez Ford use the rock bottom.
Okay, now it's cute. Do your pretty frog splash. We didn't ask for that though.
Okay, but I mean, you can make the thing about seeing him doing a frog splash. Where you had Eddie and RV
but that's the thing.
And D-Lo.
He does a beautiful frog splash.
Yeah,
the frog splash wasn't just tied down to one person though.
Exactly.
It wasn't. But
it wasn't. It's not the 5-star frog splash was a name, but it wasn't just RVD doing it.
I mean,
they call it the Stone Cold Stunner for a reason.
Yeah, but you can also talk about the Sweet Chin Music or the DDT, which was just somebody's move. Sean's move was super kick. They took that move and ran with it.
No, Sean's finisher is the Sweet Chin Music. Everybody else does a super kick. See?
No, don't even play that game.
It's the same move, but
it's just kind of like Jake Robinson and the DDT. That was his, and then now DDT move is just a regular move. Now the DDT was his finish. Nobody showed the DDT.
I get it, but I feel like Montez is a bad example because he does a good frog splash.
Yeah.
It is nice. So it's not like you can complain and be like, I just can't see why he would do that. KO already had the pop-up power bomb and decided to do the stunner, and it's just not, because I can't say lazy because I ain't giving nobody a stunner. It just doesn't look as well executed.
What do you think is better than Cena's? I do.
Yeah.
I'm talking about his the jumping stunner?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't see it as often, so we didn't see Cena do it as often. So
we see Cena do that jumping stunner all through.
I'm saying we didn't see him
US
do it
title
enough
open.
like KO doing this stunner. He didn't use it as a finisher.
Well, that was the pistol call off. I barely see KO finish anybody off with it neither.
Because he's barely winning matches.
Yeah, I think so. But so right now, obviously when it comes to the KO stuff, the Sasha stuff, the Big E stuff,
we just salty on him not doing a stunner. That's all.
Yeah, I still get Smackdown a pass this week. Like I said, I still enjoyed the match of Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn. I enjoyed the Big E stuff coming after Sami Zayn. The Sasha Banks beatdown on Carmella was good, and the main event was good too, especially with him calling out Roman Reigns. It just shows that when it comes to the tag team division, they had nothing to do for them at all. And like I said, I'm liking the Roman and Jey Uso stuff. So it was a good show at SmackDown. So if you listen on YouTube, post your comments down below, and hit the like button, and then hit the subscribe button at NC Studios. And but if you listen to us on the podcast, we're moving on